Hey guys, today I want to tell you the 5 most essential upgrades for the Tantan X68 road bike. If you buy this bike, these are things that will help you to go faster and be more comfortable. So in number 5, we have pedals. Well, the bike doesn't come with pedals, so these are going to be a pretty important upgrade. I've gone with the ONIIRI PD06 carbon pedals because they're incredibly light at only 200 grams for the pair, making them lighter than Dura-Ace pedals, which are about 230 grams. And they're very inexpensive. They're only 65 Australian, which is $40 for the pair. So they're very cheap, and I've found them to be very comfortable and stiff. Now, in number 4, we have the Cockpit. The bike comes with essentially a clone of the Roval Rapide Cockpit, which is a fully integrated system of a bar and stem, but I would highly recommend swapping that out for a 2-piece system with a separate bar and stem. The reason for that is because the 2-piece system gives you a lot more modularity to adjust your position on the bike. It means you can swap out stems for shorter or longer stems. You can even buy stems that have different angles from 6 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees, and so on. And you can also change the angle of the bars relative to the stem. All of this means you can achieve a more optimal bike position. And I would say for 95% of riders, having the 2-piece is way better because you can dial in your position to be more aerodynamic. So the bars that I've got are about 85 Australian dollars, and these are the Fasterway Carbon Bars. I've got them 36 centimeters, and going narrower does actually allow you to become more aerodynamic. The stem that I've got is just a very cheap alloy stem, but I will be upgrading this at some point to a more aerodynamic and lighter carbon stem. In number 3, in terms of upgrades, I recommend replacing the tires that come with the Tantan with the GP5000 STR tubeless tires. I've got these at 30 millimeters, but I would recommend that you go 28 millimeters because they are slightly faster. I went 30 because I was worried that the bike might be too stiff and a bit uncomfortable, and having wider tires means lower pressure, which means better comfort. But as it turns out, the frame is very comfortable, so I would recommend going the 28 mils. These tires are about 100 Australian dollars per tire, about 65 US dollars, and they're one of the fastest tires. The 28 mils are actually in the top 10 fastest tires in the world, according to bicyclerollingresistance.com. And the reason I went for these ones rather than one of the faster ones is because these also have a good balance of puncture resistance and speed. Whereas a lot of the faster ones, they wear out a lot more quickly and they have less effective puncture resistance. Now, in number 2, I recommend replacing the saddle with your favorite saddle. I think saddle is very personal, very subjective, and can make a huge difference to your riding experience. I'm going with the Riot 3D printed carbon saddle, which is quite inexpensive, but I've found it to be incredibly comfortable after using it on my old bike. And so I bought a second one to put on this bike. Now, in number 1, in terms of upgrades, we have the Cassette. This bike comes with a 105 Cassette 1134, which weighs about 360 grams. I've replaced that with this Cassette from ZTTO, an 1132 Cassette that only weighs 130 grams. So that's a 230 gram savings, which is massive for a road bike. This is probably the single cheapest and best upgrade you can make to shave a lot of weight off this bike. And having used this same brand of Cassette from my old bike, I've found no issues in terms of durability or shifting quality. And to buy this Cassette, it's about 140 Australian dollars. So guys, I hope that was useful to help you understand what are the most essential parts of the bike to upgrade. Make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy your afternoon.